What is up, YouTube? Mox Opal here, back with another video. It's been a minute. I know, got done moving, got into a new place. Weirdly enough, that's why the lamp's back there, because this place don't come with lights up above, even though there's a light switch. There is literally no light in this place anywhere. Gotta buy lamps. But anyways, let's get into this. Today we are taking a look at something that, I don't know, it's kind of good. It is the Smok Rpm 160. Alright, big pod. Big pod. Alright, I threw the box away, wasn't even thinking about it for my video for doing the review. I apologize on that. But inside of the box, it comes with this. It comes with the pod. It comes with 2 coils. Came with a little extra rubber piece for the back of the pod. Because them rubber pieces on the pods are stupid. They're pretty dumb on a lot of the tanks too, because they fall off pretty easily. Make something else. That's all there is to it. Tired of this shit breaking. I want my stuff to last. But anyways, RPM 160. 125 millimeters tall. That's a big pod. 45 millimeters wide. 28 by 2 millimeters thick. Look at that bad boy. Look at that thing. That is thick. That is tall. Like, it. Here's half of it. That is a big, big pod. Alright. It weighs about 120 grams. Ooh, excuse me. It's dual 18650 with an output voltage, or an input voltage of 6.4 volts. Output of 0.5 to 8.2. The tank on this thing, though, is pretty big. Just the tank itself is 7.5 milliliters. Now, the only thing that sucks with this tank is when you're going to fill it, it lays like this flat on its back. See, the top is like this. And you got to lay it flat, pull that rubber piece up, which mine never likes to stay up to fill the damn thing. So I got to sit there and like hold it like this while filling it. And the only thing that sucks with doing that is when you get so far up into this part of the tank, like, your bottle will start sucking juice back up into the bottle. So you never get it all the way full. Like, I'm missing like a quarter of the way of the tank because you can't just get it filled like the best, because there's not enough room to pull that tab up and also to put your bottle nozzle there, laying it flat, and your bottle not suck the juice back up in. So, I mean, technically, if they want to get technical, okay, they say it's 7.5 milliliters big for juice. But since you can't fill the damn thing up all the way unless you get one of them little glass drop, the little droppers, and you sit there and drop all damn day long for 7.5 milliliters. If you're just going to take a bottle on the go with you, you're literally only going to fill this thing up with probably 6 milliliters of juice before it starts going back up into your bottle, and you can't fill the damn thing. But other than that, that's still quite a bit of juice. Okay, now, this is 80 watts. As you can see, my camera kind of sucks, so you're not going to see all the wattage. I mean, I got to get me a bigger camera since I moved here. 80 watts is what I have it set on. Okay, which, as you can see, you got, yeah, I'm kind of getting used to that. 80 watts on my screen. You have your resistance, your 2 batteries, your puff counter, your time, your resistance, your ohm, all that stuff for your coil. Now, the coils that come with it are 0.15, I think it was, because I have one in here and since I moved, the other one is kind of in the mix of all of that other vape stuff on my shelf. So there is coils that go from like 0.15 up to like I think 1 point something for salt mix. Like it's an all around pod to take on the go with you. Like literally all the way around on the go. Alright. Which is a pretty good thing. It does round robin for your wattage. See, the coil that I have in there is 0.14. So as far as what I've seen, coils range from 0.14 to like I said, it was like 1.1 that I've seen. That way you can have salt mix, and you can buy extra pods for this actually too, so you can actually take them on the go with you. But you got to remember, this is RPM 160. These pods are big compared to your other, say like RPM 80. This is quite a bit bigger. You have a couple other RPMs, but for like pods, the comparison of this is like almost like an Argus Pro. Basically, that Argus Pro with the PMPs with the VM like 1 through 6 coils actually was pretty good. Had a lot of cloudage and stuff. And the coils that actually go in this for this RPM and like the way the tank is and how it actually hits and the airflow on it, this is kind of like the Argus Pro. Like the RPM 160 or the RPM 80 by Smok wasn't even as good as like the RPM 160 here. So I would compare this to like, say like a Drag 3's kind of TPP pod that sits on top. It actually tastes like that and hits like that for flavor, so has the same dense clouds. Or an Argus Pro, it actually almost feels like hitting an Argus Pro, just not as sleek as what an Argus Pro is, but not too bad. Now the pros of this is it's built pretty good, pretty solid. The door panel actually for me is pretty, it's on there good. It's good. Buttons, not a lot of play or wiggling around. They're on there pretty good. The magnet for that's, as you see, and that's pretty strong. And when she snapped back on there, like, she snaps back on there. That's not going anywhere. So you can throw this in your pocket, alright, and just go on the go. This isn't going anywhere. But the only thing that sucks, and like normal Smok, your tank leaks. On here, it leaks every day. Doesn't matter if you get it brand new. It leaks, okay? Just like all their products. Sometimes it's not a bad thing. It's a lot of them I've noticed actually is a lot of pressure inside their tanks. But anyways. Now, see, since it's a pod and it goes up to 160 watts, a lot of these I've gotten the best flavor at about 70 watts. Now, this is a big tank. The only thing that sucks is you burn through your juice in it quite fast. Quite fast. So you might want to carry a bottle of juice around with you, and nobody really wants to do that. Now, if you're not going to vape like every, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes like a normal person, you're probably not going to burn through your juice. I do. I vape quite a bit through the day. So, I go through quite a bit of tanks a day. I mean, I go through quite a bit of juice because I'm also a RDA, RTA fan, and yeah, we're not going to go there. Any RDA fan knows you're going to burn through some juice because, I mean, well, you're dripping. So, but this is the matte black, which, I mean, it's got a cool design to it, like all the stripes and stuff like that. There's a red one. There's a purple one. As far as what I've seen, you can get a green one. The airflow, as you can see right on through this thing. But alright, let's take a good hit off in this, and this is the airflow. Like, she's loud. But This is how she is. Like I said, good cloudage. Really good cloudage. It's got good flavor for being a sub-ohm kind of coil. It's really dense, and it does get warm in it actually pretty fast for the hits though too, which I like the warm hits. Not a problem. So I would compare it to like the Argus Pro, because it's almost just like that. The same kind of cloudage, the same nice warm hit. The Argus Pro also kind of goes through the juice too, because it warms up quite a bit quicker and burns right on through the juice, which isn't no problem. It's just going to burn right on through it. Great flavor. All the way around Smok. If I'm going to hand out some numbers, kind of like what old Grim Green says, some banana stickers, but I'm not going to do banana stickers. I'm going to do my own little thing. I'm going to give this probably a 7.5, maybe 8. Make your tank a little bit better with a different rubber seal in it to fill it. Alright. Make your tank to where instead of filling in the back, fills on the top. That way you can actually utilize the whole 7.5 milliliter. You got a lot of room up top here. Like a lot of room. So just put a little nipple there somewhere. Easy as that. And then also come back in and fix it to where the bottom of these coils don't leak constantly. Because as you can see, there's juice on the bottom of that. That's what that brownish yellow is. That is juice. And I just put that coil in there like 15-20 minutes ago. Other than that, this is a pretty good mod. She's a little hefty. I mean, it fits okay in the hand. Fits sleekly in a pocket. So if you're on the go, and the back of it is flat, so it kind of slides in to any of your pockets pretty good actually. So all around, this is a pretty good mod. I mean, it retails, from what I've seen, anywhere from like $70 up to $100, and all you gotta do is have this and a couple batteries and a bottle of juice, and you're set to go for the day and just on the way you go. Now cons, like I said, I do go through my batteries quite a bit because of how warm it gets. I go through a lot of juice, and the fill port kind of sucks, and the leaking sucks on it. But I would still suggest it and still get it. Now, one thing I did notice is if you actually take and hit this and block off, say, like me, I'm facing it this way because my fire button is, so I hit it like this. I block off that back port. You have more airflow technically for cloudage, and it condenses more. The flavor actually blocking the one port off tastes a lot better than having actually both of them going too. So if they can come in, close off one airflow and only keep one open, this thing would be amazing. And it probably would actually stop it from leaking, because having both airflows, you have so much pressure pulling down on that coil, you're probably actually making some juice drip down. So block one off, go back in, put you guys a little thing up top here, and honestly, I'd shorten the mod down some, because the 18650 batteries don't need to, like, they don't go all the way up to the top. Like, this is a pretty tall damn mod. But all the way around, this is my on-the-go thing for if I go out and about. Like, I go out and about, I go over here to, like, my shelf that's by the bed. I snag this up, and whoop, out the door I go. Okay. But blocking that off, like I said, and as you can see, that's some pretty great clouds. And I've got a 6 milligram juice in there right now too, and it's still that, just, I don't know, it smooths it out. Like, it is a good mod all the way around. It's got a few cons, but what mod doesn't have any cons? So if you see one and you're looking for a good pod, but not a small pod, and you're looking for something that actually might last you for a little while of the day. Like I said, I do fill mine up quite a bit through the day, but I also vape a lot through the day. But if you're just a mild vapor, and you want a pod with a bigger tank, something with a lot of clouds, and still a lot of flavor, check out the RPM 160. Don't worry about your colors or any of that, because mechanically, this thing's going to do what you want it to do. This is a pretty good mod. But, Mox Opal, signing out. Peace.